Good thing this game autosaves so frequently. Alright, click. Yes, yes, Alio. He gonna fuck his wife. Same choices. Alright. Sorry, Gil. Thanks, Gil, but I don't feel the same way. He listens and allows your words to set in. I should have had my shield up for that one, huh? He's hurt, but not angry. I knew that was a possibility, but, well, I'm glad I said it. Thanks for not leading me on. He walks away before anything more can be said. He realized nothing more could be said. They probably could have hooked up there, but at the same time, nah. I ain't about that life. Hashtag Varl. No sexons from me. Also, here's something that I only recently learned. You can zoom in. A little tiny caravan. They're little guys.
Finally,
You can, of course, go too far
we made it.
and make it widescreen, but
But why are so many camped outside the walls? They must have seen the darkness approaching.
the wind ripples across tensions, multiply the closer you get to Arborang. Dung glitters the paths, and it's clearly not all from Yox. Rattling coughs mixed with raucous laughter. Small fights break out for no apparent reason. Curious eyes grow wide as they spot the Varl and Horseborn. Others grab their children, men their weapons. Various clan banners snap and whip in the wind. You recognize the heraldry of Karlshus from Alios Sales, and Strand's banner from previous talks with Ubin. There are even a few Cragsman banners by their muddy appearance. You also notice the division between each clan. There's no mixing or unity. I shall push ahead, Prince Luton says. My father will want to see me, and I'll be able to find out what exactly is going on here. Ears and a few fighters escort him through the crowds, towards the walls. Old Vatican's people are here, you hear a woman from your caravan shout. I have to check on him. Others are finding familiar clans and kin as well, slowly drifting from your banner. We stay together until we're behind Arborang's walls. The Strand clansmen stop and look around to see what others are doing, and how those saved took flight. And how those saved took flight, Alio sings, leaving the pack like filthy scavengers instead of wolves. The fear of being remembered this way in song is enough to move them back in line. Nice! Holy shit, that's a lot of renown. Where the crowd is the most dense in volume and numbers, the caravan comes to a stop. Ahead, you notice a sharp line where the tents of people stop. The ground beyond is pinned with arrows, and not much else. A few hundred yards of empty space between these people and Arborang's walls. What is this? You ask, confused by all of the taking it in. That's the peaceful bit, an old fighter says near you. He looks the type who's seen enough things to lack enthusiasm for much of anything. The king's men can't kill us from the walls. We can't kill them from here. But what's caused this fighting, you ask? The man smiles, his face unaccustomed to the action. Come on, Sunderslayer, he says. It's the same damn thing that causes every fight. They've got something we want. The king's got food, protective walls. We're starving with our asses facing that rolling darkness. His words deal you a heavy blow. So Arborang's at war? The man laughs a wicked laugh. That's putting it lightly, he says. From what I can tell, this is the rest of our kind. He brought the last of the Varl, and even dragged in some worthless horseborn. This fight's for survival. Winner lives, loser's gone forever. His laugh turns into hysteria, and you leave. unsettled. Oh, we got an achievement. Reach Arbor Ring in 100 days or less. We did, in fact, do that. The Ox are tended, tents aligned as best as possible. Some are repairing their armor, others look anxious to talk to various clans. For all King's eyes scan the field to see approaches. I want to know what's going on here as much as you, he says, but we better find a way to defend our gear and supplies. These other clans could form a mob if they discover we have food. Seeing the hungry eyes all around you, you agree. We've got an issue, Oddleaf says. I don't know why, but the other clans don't like the Horseborn. Or the Vol, for that matter. They're starting trouble, and I'm going to stop it. Decide what to do. I think probably establishing defense is a good idea, but we should probably also investigate the standoff. But you posed a few guards before assembling a team to help you find wood for the stake walls. Works hard, even with the help of Hakan and a few other Varl. When the wood is cut and hauled back, Hakan turns to you. We do the heavy lifting. You tell us where to build it. You instruct a few others to oversee your plans for rough defensive structures. The mood has changed since you started working. Another clan attacked us and we lost some people, the fighter says. But they said we're wrong for bringing the Varl and Horseborn along. You feel their accusing stares, but say nothing. As soon as you find a stump on which to sit, you look up to see Rugga approaching. The former governor is backed by Dagger, and nearly 50 fighters as he walks towards your camp. Everyone watches out of curiosity more than concern. I've discovered that these battle lines are all about, Rugga says. The king's shut his people out. These clans are here to see that he feeds and protects his people as he's supposed to, and they've chosen me to lead the cause. He laughs at your incredulous look. I'm just as surprised, but I need to talk to you in private. You nod, and the two of you enter a large empty tent. Tent flaps close, leaving you and Rugga alone, both armed. No need to mince words now, is there? I know you want to kill me. Only when I think about how you betrayed us. Then let's be clear. If either of us leaves this tent without the other, the fields around us will turn red. Then talk quickly. I don't want to look at you longer than I have to. Rugga snorts his amusement. I wasn't making that stuff up outside about the king. He really has shut all of us out. It started a few months ago when he started stockpiling food and slowing trade. Once the wealthy families were all pulled inside the walls, he shut the gates. The only thing he said is he can't feed everyone. Oh, and his archers fire on anyone who gets close. You watch Rugga closely while deciding what to say. Why should I believe you at all? Because you see all these people gathered. You think they're out here for fun? No, but maybe you don't know the whole story. If your king and your people are starving at your gates, do you let them in or keep them out? Don't answer. We both know you'd let them in, unless you knew something you weren't telling them. Either way, the people have a right to answer. A right to an answer of the food they sent him, and Arbor Ring's protection. I think you'd agree the food and walls belong to the kingdom, not the king. How did you come to lead the clans? Borsgard was the largest human town next to the capital. You don't become a governor of a place like that without certain skills and powerful friends. And what are those certain skills? The governor just smiles. To what end? That's what the upcoming battle aims to find out. You want to go to war to ask the king a question? No, I want to go to war to make the king answer a few questions, like why he'd leave his people outside the walls to starve. So you plan to break down his walls. That's the last thing I want to do. We need these walls to stop the dredge and whatever else is coming behind them. But if we have to destroy them, we will. Maybe the menders inside can repair any damage. There might be ways past these first few walls, but the black wall? The governor just shakes his head. So this war is unavoidable. Probably. I officially meet with the king in a few hours to either come to an agreement or pull our banners from his. I won't be surprised if you're invited too, the mighty Sunderslayer and army. If so, make your decisions carefully. His tone's not exactly threatening. Not exactly. Move to the tent flaps and both of you open them simultaneously so that no fight breaks out. Market. We need more supplies. That should do. Alright. Let's talk with Trigby. Farmer Craigsman's trying to lure something out of a hole with a small piece of dried meat on a string. He leaves it dangling by his side while standing to talk. Looks like you're keeping busy. I'm playing fox and hare with a vole. You think foxes ever play Trigby in vole? No. Trigby looks disappointed. Do you have any ideas on how to keep two groups from killing each other? Any powders or relics or crazy schemes? He reaches into his tunic and grabs something, pauses, releases whatever it is, and shakes his head. People kill each other every day. Just enjoy the show. But if it comes to war, I don't think either side will leave us out of it. Trigby thinks about what you're saying, tapping a fingernail against his teeth. He looks at his finger, sneers, and spits. Killing kings requires a lot of lives. It's just as easy to kill clansmen instead. Either way, some will praise you, and others will throw dung at your face. Or, you could collect all the dung on a giant hill, stand on top of it, and be your own king! So you watch him crouch back down into the hole. You wonder what possessed you to speak to him. Because he's funny. Should we talk with Aelio or Scathach first? Let's do Scathach. Because he's honestly harder to do. Scathach and Deirdre pace nervously, keeping the distance from humans, Varl, and other Horseborn. Roak patrols around the two, a short distance away, nodding to you briefly. Is everything okay? Many mans, more than we know live. You stop to look around at the thousands of tents in the fields, and hundreds of homes beyond the capital's walls. I'm from a small village. I'm not used to seeing so many people either. Maybe herd too big. So many mouths hungry. If some dead, more easy feed herd. Scathach stomps the ground and says a few shrill notes to Deirdre before turning to you. Deirdre forgets we are not of same thinking with mans. If you think big herd is right, you will think big herd is right. But what do you think is right, Scathach? Male Horseborn looks up at Arborang for a few moments while swishing his tail in thought. I think big herd kick each other in small fields. He points to Arborang. Small fields behind walls. You thank them for talking, and offer them a few calming words before departing. That's actually fairly wise. For sounding like Hulk speak. And Aelio. The skull is tying a dyed strip of cloth into his daughter's hair, but sends her off to play as you near. You've come all this way for war? With luck, I might change their minds. Be the reed that would stop the wind. You got a lyric for every moment, don't you? Of course. Plenty of before us have been in similar situations and written about it. You only think our lives are unique. And if peace is not an option, is there a skald song for that? Plenty. But I'll tell you what I'd do. Save the families who can't save themselves. I can't imagine if my wife and children were left out here. Like they don't deserve the same protection as others. Aelio's words flood your thoughts as you walk away. I don't know why I gave the guy whose literal job is to sing a voice that's really, like, nasally like that. Alright. Let's promote us. We have so many kills. Can't do more crit. We can do more crit. More crit. Although we should probably... Hold on. The item is Alette using. +2 will, +2 strength. That's actually better than the +1 all talents. though. Okay, who should we level? You should definitely level Mogre so you get the second ability. Malice or Battering Ram. I think Malice is probably better for Mogre in particular. More armor. Alright. And I'd rather get people like to level 6 just so they get the second ability. Pin. I like it. And need more strength. Everyone always needs more strength. You got quite the roster. Let's do Icon. Yeah. Dodge. A lucky shot. Icon's not using any sort of item at all. Oh, Icon can't even use that. Simple enough. Alright. It's time for a fight. Oh, come on, let's have a look at you. Yeah, no. You already did everything for Sven. You can't even rest. You're gonna be going in with neutral will. Why are you head to the large tent? Oddly stops you. Are you certain you're ready for what could happen out there? Her worried look is infectious. The king may be a decent man, but I doubt he's kept his throne by always following the rules. I'm prepared for whatever the king and clans decide. I'm glad to hear the confidence in your voice, Oddleaf says. Just be careful. I'll be back here with the rest of the clan if you need me. You smile, and make your way past the last line of clansmen marking the boundary of the peaceful bit. Voices coming from under the tent are loud, animated. Best we could. You've done well. I never thought I'd see my son again. Well, we've all had easier journeys. The king's cheerful mood lessens. He's about to say something when he sees you approaching. Who's this? Greetings, King Meinolf. My name is Alette, and I'm from Skoger. Ludin steps forward. Father, this is the Thunder Slayer I told you about. King Meinolf glances at you and sighs. Son, you can introduce your pretty country girl later. You and Ludin both turn red, but you temper your anger as the king addresses Sakan. It pains me to hear you've lost so many of your hardy warriors, Sakan, but tell me, where's Jorunder's Kender, Vognir? Vognir died protecting your son. I was Vognir's Kender. With Jorunder's death at Einertoft, I'm king of the few remaining Varl. The king says nothing, contemplating the news. Your walls are the last hope for my people. No sense in denying it. I understand, and of course you'll have refuge here. The least I can do for bringing my son back alive. It'll be tight, but I'm sure we can find a place for you. King Meinolf, Alette here is as much responsible for the prince's safe return. She has quite a few clansmen. Careful, Val King. This is the human capital, and my generosity is already stretched thin. Khan looks at you and shrugs. Tell me, girl, why you're leading an entire caravan of humans and horseborn? Why didn't one of the men take point? clans trusted my father and learned to trust me. All of them? No. Some didn't like it, but some people didn't like my dad either. King Minoff watches you for a moment before chuckling. That's a valuable lesson learned. The sooner you realize you can't please everyone, the sooner you can get to doing something worthwhile. Unfortunately, it doesn't change how many Oberyn can support. Only now do you see Rugged Dagger and 24 fighters approaching. The king's guards look concerned. Raga. Meinolf. I should have killed you when I had the chance. You tried, remember? Did the Sunderslayer convince you to open your gates to your people? You will never enter my gates again. I'd hoped you died in Borsgard. How is it you've come to speak for all of these clans? The people you've turned your back on, it seems they needed a leader they could trust. Again, how have you come to speak for them? Did you fool them like the people of that rotten town you governed? The only fool here is the outnumbered king, believing he still has a say in what happens now. Don't make us breach your walls. We'll just have to repair them once we're inside. Point out the approaching darkness. I doubt either of you will be in charge of anything when that darkness washes over us. I've got the Volca and Menta seeing to that inside. They'll come up with something. And even if they fail, I'll still be able to watch this bastard fall to that darkness from my walls. That's the true heart of the Meinolf I know. Look at your people out there. Our people. They need food and clean water, not that poison in the river. They need protection. You cannot allow this king to keep us from their safety after all this way. She doesn't have to. I'll find a place for the people under your banner, Alad. A place inside the walls along the Varl. A place this Fane man will never be allowed again. That's enough! Both of you are bickering like children instead of leaders. Hakon, we taught him how to be a good king! And you, giant, joining this king after all we did to keep your people alive? Traitor. Hakon growls and flexes his grip on his axe. All parties look angry and tense, and then they look at you. Roga might be right, but I'm making a hard call. Also, I don't want to give him the satisfaction. My banner, my people, are my only concern. Good, I'm granting you and your people, even those whore spawn, into my walls, but move quickly. I thought I taught you better, Alad. This isn't how you play the game. No, this is exactly what you taught me. You taught me that people are going to need to die. And you need to make the hard choice. Congratulations, Rugga. You were on the other side of it. Smartass. Rugga blows 3 quick bursts into a warhorn. You look back and see a fight breaking out alongside the defenses you built. Humans and Varl defending your camp. You hear Rugga swearing at his failed ambush. Double bird! Without warning, Rugga pulls his cloak-pinned dagger and lunges at King Meinolf, who shifts slightly, the blade only piercing his side. Before anyone can react, Rugga slinks behind his fighters, who are charging you, Hakon, and King Meinolf. Everyone to the walls, you shout. Protect the king and the Varl! Hakon nods his appreciation, just before the clamor of war envelops you both. Fuck off, Rugga! Ooh, Canary. Oh, she's level 8! Hold on. Pin and poison tip. And you're literally just better... better Deirdre. Do you have any talents? You do not. Well, I can't give you anything that has talents. That doesn't do anything for you. +1 strength. That's good. But for now, we fight! Ambush, Meinolf. You're wounded. Just a flesh wound, though I feel odd. Yes, take Raga. Rally the troops. That was quite the walk cycle. I can't move this. Put you there. Ready. That's enough out of you. I keep forgetting that Hakan has... Raga's even been recruiting Cragman? Overwatch level 2. Come at me. Ganolf says no. I didn't even see these guys over here. Alright, the knockback! Nicely done, Canary! Big good. Haha. It's not really about you. Con, you're in a bad way. This only works for people up close. Get him, Hakan. Or Moger. Nice! This is the part where I wish Hakan had Tempest. Because he's about to go down. Hi there. What do you need for pen? Get out of here. Enough about you. And you. So, apparently, Canary's a badass. I'm okay with that. Get out of here. Sorry, Hakan. I should have put Ganolf over there. He could have just tempested them all. Bummer, dude. King Minelf regains his footing and falls back towards Arborang's walls as his forces rush past him and into the fray. Wave the banner to Skoger, and your clan surrounds you. To the gates! You shout over the clash of axes and hammers on shields. By the time your caravan's inside Arborang's outer wall, the gate is mostly compromised. His forces are on your heels, and they brought bears. Cut them off or they'll overrun us, shouts King Minelf, before wincing and grabbing his side where Rugga stabbed him. Alright, Hakan, can you stop them at the gate? What, can't shove this barricade forward to yourself, human? Hakan smiles, excited by the war, the very thing at which he excels. Alright, Hakan's injured, which sucks, but we don't need to change anything out. Hold on. Could we level you up? We can. Alright, let's give you some skills. Alright, exploit, yes. I'm only gonna do like one each. Oh, he's got one more point. Yeah. +1 all talents, +2 all talents. What's Hakan using? +2 strength. How's that put us? 25% bonus crit chance, 30% to regen armor, 50% to avoid strength attacks, and 20% chance to cause puncture. Okay. We in it now, boys. Alright. I keep forgetting that Ganolf is not that far ahead. So I'd prefer to have defenses move towards the beginning. Backing you up, bud. I'm starting to feel weak. Did Rugga poison me? Probably. Protect the king. Kill the king. Invincible! Kinda wish I brought Eric, because, you know. In turn. Thank you, plus aggro. Let's snipe these bears. That should give Hakan a good shot. Hey, you know that thing? The unfortunate part about having a lot of armor? Doesn't mean squat if you're poisoned. I am the king! Or king's abilities. King's will. Or gets poison. Ooh. You can't hurt Egil. He's a stone wall. Although he does not have enough willpower to use that again. So instead he's gonna hit this bear. Fuck a bear. Bye, bear. Achoo! Greetings, comrades. I am Gunulf. I hit like a freight train. An angry freight train. Oh, he wanted to get closer to us. Hi there, bud. Defend the king! Wow, that is unfortunate. Freaking bear. You know what? Fuck that guy. Greetings, Comrade Bear. Canary is the big strong. How's the king looking? Not super hot. You and me now, bud. That was unwise. The King Bear Slayer. Rip most of the guys. Reinforced gate slams shut behind you. Archers on the wall deliver death to those outside attempting to approach. Brave fighting out there, but you should... King Minov was panting and bracing himself on a knee, and grabbing his side where Rugga stabbed him. But you should know there's no plan for weathering this storm. His hand gestures to a great many things before he gasps and falls to the ground. Menders arrive and take him away. The closed gates, the stench of death, all of it threatens to turn your stomach and make you sick. I'm glad we're still alive through all of this, but I know. We fought so hard to get here. For what? Even making it inside Arboring's walls feels hollow now. It wasn't supposed to be like this. We were going to save everybody. Lisa Khan and the Varl are still with us. Olive's eyes look as empty as you feel as she slowly glances around. What now? Now? I'd really like to find some place to fall asleep and wake up to discover this was all a bad dream. Olive nods her agreement. We've got to prepare for You've got to prepare for Rugga's retaliation. He'll keep trying to get in. And then there's the darkness. Juna said we have to hold out until they finish what they set out to do. But how are we supposed to know when they finish? She said to hold on until the darkness breaks. Until they're going to stop that darkness themselves? They're going to try. They're going to try and stay alive until they do. Hotleaf seems to take strength from your resolve. She takes a deep breath and her eyes focus on a man running toward you. Alert! A man yells, then gets close. You recognize him as one of your scouts. It's Tolier, he whispers. They're dead. Every one of them. Hoofprints all over the place, too. His words hit you, and you scan the crowd. Unlike all the other fighters who are now resting, Canary and Horsebar are standing in armed ranks. They all look out of place, and confident. You even think you see their leader smiling. Chapter 15. Meanwhile... Uncle Ivor! Sounds like the Ravens have made it to Manor. Stop the saving. That's enough. You told me we'd be in and out of here. This isn't in and out. We hoped Valkadusi wouldn't be foolish enough to attack us. You hoped I would let an escaped prisoner and a dead Volker rob us without a fight? We hoped you would see reason. Reason, yes. What was your reason for breaking the world? You look at Juno, unsure of what to say. Let's get what we came here and leave. Came here for and leave. Remember the last words of Gra, the Varl Scald. The dangers of truth are dwarfed by fear. Gra, always hunting the truth, got him killed. But But you don't fear dying, do you, Ingvar? My guess is you fear fighting for the wrong cause. You know nothing about Juno and Eyvind's cause. Eyvind gasps and looks strained. A few stones drop from the walls. All cause broke council laws, but that does not make it wrong. You could have realized the importance of our work. You should have. And you too should have stopped. Stopped your curiosities when the council warned you. You'd still have your life, have each other. Do you even see what you've become? Juno's confidence vanishes at the question. You've never seen a Valka's tears until now. And the Val, are you threatening to control his mind too? If I were you, Ingvar, I'd... The large door to the Valka's hall shakes from great impact, then shatters. Not you. Not you. You will have vengeance. I didn't even get to finish. Let's see. You will have our vengeance for your deceit. Wait, is he carrying Belor? The floors and walls are now glowing, floating and breaking apart. Another Valka enters the room. She looks concerned for the barely conscious Ducey and mortified by Juno. You lied to us. Your oaths meant nothing. Bolverk's rage is consuming him, and he's spitting more than speaking. Is that Belor's faint body? Not just his body, I fear. Bolverk's mind is not his own. Bolverk looks at you. His eyes go wide before cold hatred settles into his stare. We know you murdered Reyes and her child. And I know you've lost your damn mind. I've seen things from the other side. The dredged lives warped and ruined by the two you stand with. They lay waste to everything they're near. Bolverk, I can... You won't do anything again. I'll pull you apart. I'll kill Eyvind and Ingvar. I'll pull out this arrow and... No. The fear in her voice is infinite. Eyvind reacts to her by screaming, and the whole tower pulses with crackling energy, shaking violently. Ivor, I'll help Eyvind hold off Ducey. Kill Bolverk. You're the only one who can. Bolverk growls deeply and stands to his full height, brandishing his axes. He looks stronger than ever. Stay where you are, Ingvar. You step forward, but feel the air thicken around you for a moment, stopping you. Then it suddenly releases its grip. No, Zephyr. Now you will do as I say. Valka Zephyr looks shocked by Juno's control, but you waste no time in charging Bolverk. You slam your head into him with tremendous force, sending him reeling across the room. Giant Uncle. Good. I sense another mind within Bolverk. For all my people who fell to your schemes, you will pay! Oh, that's fun. All your people. Zephyr's under my control, but I think Bolverk is possessed by Belor. Belor? Seems I'll get payback for my arm after all. Come at me. Bitch. Reyes and thousands of others will be avenged! Eyvind is losing control. Watch for lightning. Wow, that was... Right, Zephyr's wind. Lightning strike might free Bolverk's mind. doubt it, but... Oh, he can regenerate. I'm less okay with that. Builder's Dream. +4 strength, +4 armor per round. I'm not okay with that. Take the strap. Hey, Bulwark, come here. Oh. No, he isn't. I had this fight in the bag, but it keeps regenerating. Hold on. I'm not happy with this. He should lose. Also, I put in the thing so that chat will show up on the screen, because it makes my life easier. Also, we get to see Haven's face. I missed this the first time. You're in the game, technically. Alright. Alright. EA Sports. It is in the game. That brings me back. Power +2. I'm not worried about movement. We will get there when we get there. I just need to keep doing lots of damage to him. You think? +4 strength, +4 armor per round. Oh god. This way. I was gonna do more than that. Hi there. Of course those lightning strikes go away. You want to draw him into a stun? Come here. so I don't like that. Hi. I'm gonna go that way. He is stunned this turn. He should be stunned. He was not stunned. That is supremely disappointing. Finish him! The roof of the tower is collapsing along with its wall. Avon has clearly strained himself beyond his limits. Ivor, grab Bellow's body and bring it close, Juno shouts. We'll drop him into the vast on our way north. You do as you're asked, just as Avon loses control. Jesus.
In a flash, threads unwound.
He was possessed, it's okay.
Our intentions gone. Our fates laid bare. We're forced to change, pulled in new directions. For good or ill, we cannot know. How far do the echoes of our struggles reach? What can we expect from our efforts in this breaking world? Our answers, the reasons for our journey, lay just beyond these walls.
My spirit's Courtmaster. What achievements are these? Alright, let's scroll. So here's the only thing that I can think of for this.
The all is lost, Romans!
Good. I hope you guys could hear that. If not, hold on. Let's do one of these and one of these.
The all is lost, Romans!
There we go. Alright, thanks everyone who stopped by. That was Banner Saga 2. Tomorrow morning, we are starting up Banner Saga 3, so it's gonna be exciting. Sorry, Bulwark. Well, not actually that sorry. He was kind of a dick. But, thanks everyone who stopped by. Who can I send you off to? I know! Haha! There we go.
Actually got on my way to not kill the enemies if I just let it, because those don't count as enemies. Oh, what was that? Hey, thanks, Doc.